When I created my ePortfolio on Wordpress.com, one of the things that I needed to do during setup was pick a particular theme. Now in this case, the theme that I applied was a free theme, but I can change the look and feel of this theme using the customization options. So under themes, I can click on customize. What this will do is load the customizer for this particular theme, and I can change a number of things. So for example, I could change background color, I could change it to a particular image or a header image. I could change things like my menus. I can also, if I want, to change site titles and taglines, and even things like background colors. The easiest way to do this, I think, is to go and have a look at all of the customization options available to you. And bear in mind, each of these change depending on what theme you have applied. So if you've picked a different theme, you may see different customization options. So for example, I'm going to change this site title to my ePortfolio. My tagline is going to be a sample ePortfolio. And if I want to, I could add a logo to this. If I come back here now, I can also change colors and backgrounds. So I'm going to pick this particular theme palette here. And if I want to, I can change any particular item on this. So look, I think that's working quite well. I'm going to go for this kind of gradient look and this color background here. If I want to, I can also change individual things like color backgrounds. So once I'm done with it, I can customize it to whatever way I want it to, or I can pick one of the free and featured palettes here. I can also again take a look at the theme on the different device options just to see how it's going to look, and if I need to, I can make things slightly bigger or smaller just to get a look at how the theme responds to a full-size desktop. So once I'm happy with my colors and backgrounds, I can change things like fonts, for example, and just have a look at how that might look. Or if I want to, I can add a header image, or I can add different images here. Another useful option is that I can add widgets to my ePortfolio. Now widgets are really useful things. They basically allow us to add some really nice features, usually to the footer of your ePortfolio, but this might vary depending on the theme you're using. This theme here supports 3 footer widgets. So to show you, for example, if I'm going to add a widget here, I might add a calendar maybe to the bottom of my page. I'm not going to give it any particular title. So when I come back here now and scroll down, I can see that it's added a calendar. Now the widgets are automatically sized depending on how many widgets you put in here. So if I put another widget in here, and in this case, I'm just going to call it the archives widget and come back, I should now be able to see a calendar and a list of archives. In other words, all the posts or publications for a particular month. And again, if I add a last widget here, maybe I'll do something like a contact info. So there's default info in here. I'm just going to leave it for demonstration purposes. And when I come back now, I can see some contact info. I'm not too sure what went wrong there. I can see some archives and I can see my calendar. Now I've made a number of different changes to the site here. Some I'm happy with, some I'm not so happy with. When I'm finished making my customizations, what I can do is click on either save or publish, or I can click on the cancel button here and my site will revert to its default look and feel. So in this case, I'm going to click on save and publish, and my ePortfolio now, when I return to my site and take a look at it, it should refresh, and my new theme customization options, including my widgets, should now be available at the bottom of the page. So theming and theming customization is a really easy way to change the look and feel of your site. One last thing you can do is you can actually change the theme entirely. So at the moment you can see that when I click on themes, I can see all of the themes that are available on WordPress.com. What I can do, for example, is I can click on this drop down here and select the free themes. Now here, if I click on free, what it will do is the filter will be applied and it will show me all of the free themes that I may want to use. So for example, if I pick a theme at random, let's say this theme here, it will show me what the theme looks like. And I can scroll down and say, you know what, I think that looks quite nice. Maybe I'll use this for my ePortfolio. Before I apply it, I can click on Try and Customize. And notice the word try. What it does is it will load your site into this new theme. It will give you a look at how it looks, and it will allow you to go through the customizer to change things like site header, logos, images, etc. I can collapse it so I can get to see exactly what it will look like under this new theme. So I'm actually, when I look at it, not really happy with this theme. So again, I can either save and activate this theme, or if I cancel, it will revert to my original theme. So again, I can customize themes, or I can pick and apply a new theme to my ePortfolio. Do bear in mind that if you add a new theme, each theme comes with different customization options, different ways of laying out menus, different ways of applying widgets. Every theme is ever so slightly different. So you may have to do some experimentation and some changes to your pages or posts to get them to display the way you want to. To show you this by example, if I pick this theme here, you can see that this theme makes use of what looks like posts, but also featured images. Now you might remember that none of the posts that I've created so far have any featured images apply. If I click on the try and customize button, it will load my site or my portfolio into the customizer. And if I take a look in collapsed mode, I can see that my portfolio really isn't as nice as it might be. My first blog post did have an image, but none of the other blog posts do have an image. Now I can remedy this if I click on the edit button here, for example. I might be able to go in and apply an image to this, but again, doing this in the customizer can be difficult. So if you're going to pick and apply a new theme, just make sure what the consequences of that are. You may need to add featured images. It might even ask you to work with new post or page types. But the good news is there's a really wide array of free and paid for themes on WordPress. They have some fantastic customization options, and they can allow you to build some pretty lovely looking ePortfolios.